Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Naval Dreadnoughts, where I want to design a new ship. And this is going to be based on, well, loosely, on the KG5s. So, currently we have our Vanguard class. This is our kind of Britimo super battleship. We have our Lion class as a 16-inch armed kind of main battle line ship. And we have the Courageous class, which is our cruiser killer large cruiser. So it'd be nice to have something in between the Courageous and the Lion using 14-inch guns. Now I'm going to use the Modern Battleship 2, just because it has better stats than the Modern 1. But I'm going to make it a small ship. I don't even want it as big as the Lions, I don't think. So I'm really going to try and make it a petite a petite Modern Battleship 2, if I can. Of course, it depends on the towers. So it's going to be a small ship. Probably going to need the smallest tower, with the smallest secondary tower, which is fine. I'll keep costs down. I might need to lengthen it a little bit. I just don't want it to... Where do I get the extra length? See, I don't get the extra length until 50,000 tons. And that's maybe a little bit chunky. Mind you, the Lions are slightly older. I'll go for the longer one. Longer ships are easier to balance and just give you generally more room to play around. Now, the Vanguards were the first ships I've built in the campaign that use diesels, and I'm thinking maybe doing the same and going for a double diesel, which is perhaps a luxury, but will let me get a long range, so they've got lots of endurance. Means that these should be able to... So the kind of mission profile for these things is going to be to provide just a volume of fire. So the gun system we're going to base it on is the Mark IV 14-inch gun. And we're going to go for quads. And I think it's... well, they go on a medium 4. Do go on a medium 4, and I'm going to go for 12 guns. So, unlike the KG5, which had obviously a dual turret here, we're going to go for all quads. And crew quarters standard. Right, let's get all this sorted out. Buffet 4, anti-torpedo 5. I see these more as brawlers. And adding just volume of fire, sheer volume of fire to the battle line. Oh, they don't need sonar. That's very expensive and heavy. Hydrophone's fine. They can pump out 1.22 rounds per minute, which, given the fact that these are pretty chunky shells, being super heavies, is not bad. You can just go standard on the bulkheads. Yeah, the range is not great because of the draft. I'm just wondering, maybe I can go for the small size. It does look about right compared to the Lions and things, though. So I'm not sure. Anyway, secondary guns. We do want some secondaries. I'm thinking possibly going for the Mark 4s. The 4-inch, sorry. They just look tiny. We'll go for 6. A couple of 6-inch guns. And the good old 2-inch. Lovely stuff. Right, we need a funnel. I get 34 smoke with that one. What if I go with a... No, what are you doing? Go with a little one. And a big one. That looks... Okay, was this the 3? What about a 4? That's a bit better. I could go a little bit bigger though. Let's go for the regular one. Still not quite right. There. That looks good to me. Now then, speed-wise, how fast can we get you to go, ship? Because it'd be nice if this was a fast battleship. Okay, we can make it go as fast as we like. So really, it's just about design speed. See, the battle line is 30 knots with the Lions and the Vanguards. The Courageous is much faster at 36. I go from something like a 32 knot ship. I think that's going to be fine. Anti-torpedo 5 is just too heavy, isn't it? Anyway, let's think about armour. I think I'd like the same kind of armour that all the other ships, like the Lions have. The Vanguards have slightly better armour, but that's fine. I don't think I need more than that, so we're going to go for a 16-8 build. 16-8, and then 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 18. It's more like it. So I can't fit the anti-torpedo 5. Ooh, that's nice. See, let's go 4, 2, 1 on the inner decks. And then I'd like to go 8, 4, 2 on the belt. Ooh, that's good armor, right? 4 and then 2. That's fine, right? Gun lengths. 14s could do with being a tad longer, so they're 65s. There we go. Again, just following my policy of rounding the numbers off. 1.16 rounds per minute. It's not super fast firing, but we're pumping out 12 of them. 6-inch guns are 52s. Let's shorten that a little bit to 50s, which is fine. And then the 2-inch guns are going to be 50s as well. There we go. So plenty of firepower. It just needs a bit of balancing, I think, because we've got a 4-weight offset. I wonder if I can move these back a bit. There we go, and we are balanced, and that has cost me some weight, but I get a better firing angle on X, which is fine. Yes, and I don't mind leaving a little bit of weight spare, just in case we do want to fiddle with the ship at a later date. Maybe change these for the Mark 5s. They're 151 million. So they're actually more expensive than the Lions, but they are higher tech than the Lions. The Lions are going to have to go through a refit at some point. But I think that does fit, neatly in between the Courageous and the Vanguards, and I think if I rebuilt the Lions, or when I refit the Lions, they'll probably be around this price range as well. Yeah, good seakeeping. Yeah, why not? I'm probably paying a bit for the diesels as well, and that excellent operational range should guarantee that we get plenty of missions with this thing. Okay. And this is going to be the KG5 class. Now, I'm only going to build 3 of these. I'm going to save that design. And these 3 ships are, well, not replaces for the Nelsons. The Nelsons are still useful. Because the Lions were replacements for the Revenge class. The Vanguards are replacements for the Queen Elizabeth. So the King George V are semi-replacements for the Nelsons, but not on a one-to-one basis, I don't think. I think we'll have 3 KG5s, and we'll keep the Nelsons around because they're still a good ship. At least they will. I mean, no, they are still a good ship, but we will. We'll give them a refit when we get access to the improved 16-inch guns, I think. Now, I'm not sure I can afford to build any. Yeah, because we've got Vanguard and Victorious under construction already. And the finances are... how much are they going to be per ship? 6 million a month, compared to a Vanguard, which is 8. So I think what I'll do is I'll interleave, whatever it's called, KG5s into the Vanguard program. So I'll wait until July to actually start building them. Probably should have just waited then, but I wanted to get the design done. I do think they'll be interesting. German Empire's government foreign policy. What is my answer? They have an adventurous policy that often conflicts with our own. Okay. They're reasonable, contributing to the strengthening of relations between our countries. Adds a little bit of unrest. Or I can diplomatically reject. So I get unrest no matter what I do. I'll do that one. Yes, Germany is fine. I'm trying to keep relations with everybody okay, because I think that's probably what you would do. You know, we just come out of a long war. Don't really want to go careening around into another one. And we still have war going on between France and Austria-Hungary, which is pretty crazy. We do have a bunch of techs coming along. We've got Mark 5 5-inch guns, so I'm going to refit the Tribals. Yeah, that's nothing interesting. There's nothing else super interesting coming along. Just waiting on big gun techs, basically, to do some refits. I have been thinking about battle cruisers as well. So we do have a lot of the techs that we could use to make a new battle cruiser, because we have Hood, and I'm also hand waving it that we have Renown and Repulse lying around somewhere as well. Right, interesting news that Austro-Hungarian Empire wants the head of the Admiralty. Ludwig von Honnel was excessive naval expenditures. He may be replaced if he continues to underperform. Indeed, interesting. Oh dear. I mean, I think Austria-Hungary is building a whole bunch of stuff, and they're still at war, so it makes sense. Been continually churning out destroyers. Right. I've been criticised by the German Empire's Admiral of the Navy. No comment. Your navy's the shit one, basically. Gives me prestige and unrest. Or this one. I think this is the best option. It is dishonourable. Call it unhonourable. It is dishonourable to talk about someone when he is not present. Agree. Ludwig von Honel is replaced by Bernard von Wullersdorf. Oh dear. Mark 5 5-inch. Right. Let's head back to the designs. Actually, I want to have a look at the KG5s, actually. Because they definitely have a look to them. Well, I hope they do well. Anyway, let us have a look at the tribal class. I think these are definitely due for a refit. Yeah, we can definitely get some more out of these ships. Right, let's go into refit mode. Yeah, it automatically makes the guns Mark 5, which is really nice. So I don't need to change them. I don't think they're really nice guns. I think really what we're going to change. I do have a little bit of weight as well. That's nice. So we want the Gen 3 radar, and we want the improved sonar set. We could upgrade their torpedoes, but we're going to struggle to get weight back for those upgrades. One thing I could consider doing is swapping these guys to diesels. It'll give me a bunch of displacement back. They can still reach their top speed. And the comparison on range, so go from 11,719 to 11,730, but we get 4% weight back, which is nice. So brand new engines. I can upgrade them to 2 power 3 and TNT 4. And auto 2 loaders. What's the rate of fire on these bad boys now? 40 rounds a minute. Yes, I approve. Okay, this thing's already pretty well armoured. And we got weight to spare. Now, range upgrades are going to be cheaper, so we'll go for that. Cheaper in terms of displacement, anyway. Can we get? No, we can't improve the crew quarters, but we can increase operational range, which will help quite a lot with these things getting missions, because they can poodle about on station a bit more. We get a knot of speed out of it. Can we go all the way to 40 knots? That would be amazing. No. That's us hitting the exponential curve. 39 knots though. So an extra knot of speed, more endurance, upgrades to the gun systems, and the sensor suite. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. We do have that very slight 4 weight offset. Just curious if I can fix it at all. It's going to make the refit a bit more extensive, but just curious if I can improve it a little bit. There we go. 1.4. I don't think it was that bad when I originally built them, but there have been changes to how the internals are laid out. I'll just check my smoke actually. Yeah, smoke's fine. That's good. Yeah. Mind you, if I had an half-weight offset, I'm going to move the torpedo 1 notch. And I'm going to see if I can improve the firing angles on the forward guns just a tiny bit. So that is weight basically spent on extending the citadel, but it's very, very slight noodling around of things. Yeah, I wish there was a way of seeing how long the refits would take. I don't know if it's this, the build time 6 months, which it could be. But 6 months for an engine swap seems about right. Right, let's save that. So that'll be the Tribal 1936 or whatever. Tribal 1937. Okay, and then let us refit literally all the ships. It's going to cost us 2 million a month. Maybe do it in stages then. How much money do we have? We do have 2 million. Refit. Let's refit them 4 at a time. Just to keep the costs down a bit. And they should, yeah, there they are. Oh, it's only a month. It's a month refit. Wow, okay. In that case, given that it's only a month, I'm just going to refit all of them. I thought it was going to be 6 months, but if it's just a month, just whack them all straight through. Get them upgraded. Excellent. Excellent, excellent stuff. Right. Let's go on. I know, again, it's going to cost me some money, but that's fine. Naval exercise and battleship suffered an engine breakdown. Now, journalists ask you about this. How do you reply? That just seems petty. We need to trust our own industry and not rely on machinery bought from the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It was an accident. Will not happen again if our crews continue to receive training at the highest standards. You don't regard this as a serious incident. That's just bad. And that gives me naval prestige and a little bit of unrest. This one is actually the best option to pick. 1% naval budget, 5 naval prestige, 2 unrest, and the Austro-Hungarians are a little annoyed with us. But we've got good relations with them. I'm sure we'll sort it out. Superior armor quality. Advanced bulkhead protection. Very nice. I'm getting turret mix. Advanced gun mechanisms. Okay. Hull protection. Super torpedo protection. Advanced hull construction, and we don't know any of the other stuff. Oh, we're getting, is that 24-inch torpedoes? Cool. I'm happy enough with the 21s. We don't use our torpedoes very much. Right, we've got 2 million per month spare. So I'm going to, I know there's 6, but I'm going to lay down our first KG5. This is going to be HMS King George V. They take 25 months to build. I think the Vanguards take longer. So we'll get Vanguard and Victorious, then we'll get KG5, and then I'll lay down the next Vanguard class in a minute, and I will just reduce the tech funding just a tad, so we're still positive. There we go. Next turn. I was going to lay down the next Vanguard in July, so next month. Military crisis in the Solomon Islands. Send diplomats. It's not a bad option. Send a division. No. -5 relations with the Solomon Islands. This is cool. I know that miners are going to be in the game, because I kind of saw that in some of the game files. And I think this kind of thing can trigger the great powers into action. And yeah, I don't want to do that one. We'll send our diplomats. We'll send you some money and reduce unrest a little bit. Again, we have masses of naval prestige. I'm really not too concerned about it. Anything up next turn? There's going to be a lot of next turning, by the way, in these peacetime episodes. Press is concerned about our country's defence capabilities and demands the construction of an additional battleship. Yes, of course we need another battleship. This is my favourite. Fucking newspapers, shut up. We are building more battleships. We are definitely building enough. Shush. But just to keep you quiet, we're going to lay down the next Vanguard class, which is going to be HMS Vigilant. Good. And again, we're pretty much building all of these in Rosyth at the moment. Good. Good. Right. Yeah, I'm going to have to sort the money out again. There we go. Government asked my opinion on submarines. They're useless. Okay, no effect. Promising weapon, which the Germans don't like. If I say that it's... If I need to do that. Yeah, I'm going to go for this one, which is true. Enemy submarines could seriously threaten our merchant ships, so we should also build more destroyers for defending our coast. We get more naval budget, which I'm going to spend on battleships, not destroyers. And the Germans don't like it very much. But that's fine. Ooh, triple base. That's interesting, but I do prefer the tube powder. How's relations looking? Yeah, it's only -36. Germany isn't doing the thing that they normally do at the start of the campaign, which is aggressively send ships into the North Sea. Mainly because I don't think they have very much. You've got a battlecruiser, a battleship, some heavy cruisers, another battleship, a bunch of destroyers. They do have a sizable fleet, but it's possible they can't afford to do anything with it. German economy is still in recession, and is about half the size of ours now. So yeah, they're going to have trouble. They're going to be mothballing everything. Italy is out of recession. It's good for them. Fucking hell, France. Jesus. The French economy is down the toilet. And the Austro-Hungarian economy is not looking great either. Oh well. Sucks to be them, I suppose. Set up next turn. Fishermen are getting harassed by the Germans' ships. No, we're not going to ignore it. Send a naval squadron. Seems a little over the top. We will send an official protest. Another Austro-Hungarian admiral in trouble for spending too much money. Okay. Let's lay down another KG5. This will be Prince of Wales. That's good. Now, I've been thinking about battle cruisers. We currently have the Courageous class, which have been performing very well, and I'm happy enough with them. And we also have Hood down here in kind of limited mothballed state. I do have the Super Battlecruiser hull. So I'm thinking of building something based on the Super Battlecruiser. I'm just not sure what. Because we do... If I was to base it on big guns, I could go 18s. Which would be a kind of new Admiral class, but I kind of want to do it on 16s. I kind of want to refit Hood and then build the Two Sisters. Because the part of the reason I only built 3 KG5s is so that I could use the names Anson and Howe to build a new Admiral class. So maybe we do that. Maybe we build a new Admiral. I just don't know whether. Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Because if I was going 18s, I could start building them pretty soon. There's no need to actually get them under construction or anything. But let's just do a proof of concept. So I'm going to go. I don't want them to be 70,000 tons. That's insane. Give that slightly shorter length. That one. You get them in at around 63,000 tons, which is about right, just a bit smaller than the Vanguards. Probably, again, I'm not designing this properly. Just, this is a design study. Could we go 18-inch duals? Is that gonna fly? And let's see if we had it on diesel power. Could we get away with that? Too much smoke. How fast would these things be able to go? Talking about 34 knots, aren't we? Less. 33. Well, I mean, it is faster than the Vanguard. It's just not noticeably faster. I mean, high speed is not diesel's forte, of course. I'm just, again, design study. I'm just curious, but it does look like that could work. Going with the 18s. Could be an interesting ship. Okay. We can't afford them right now, so we might as well wait a bit. But yes, I could go for something like that. Or I could go for the modernised Dreadnought and just do a straight up, basically upgrade of the admirals that we've got. But it will mean like rebuilding the ship to use the modernised Dreadnought hull, which is this one. Modernised battlecruiser. I don't know why I'm saying Dreadnought. Yeah, modernised battlecruiser, which is basically the 6, but modernised. And then you have the Super, which is bigger. So, yeah, the Super could do the 18s. The modernised would be me kind of reimagining Hood, and then kind of as we're doing that, going, well, if we're doing that, we might as well build a couple of sister ships. I don't know. Would the 16s be a better choice? I think I'm tending more towards the 16s rather than the 18 ship. Personally. But I'm not sure. Oh, Vigilant and Prince of Wales will finish at the same time. That's cool. Right, let's go to next turn. Oh, I forgot to change the budget. Oops. Okay. The Minister of Finance believes we need more destroyers. I think we got we got 15 of them. Agree. Destroyers are enough, and we need more money for other things. He should not interfere. He should not interfere is funny. But I'll actually take the unrest reduction. I will explain to you why you are wrong and why we need big ships, which is true, because we can if we need more destroyers, we can easily pump them out. Like, we could just build a new class and build a whole bunch of them. But the tribals are, you know, really good. Like, they've proven very effective. Right, let's drop that a little bit. Again, it's going to add to all my research times, but we'll get back to chunking out research soon. Need to get those. I want to get those ships under construction because they just take a long time. New torpedoes. I do not comment on rumours. We have. New torpedoes will not be available in the near future. We're completely satisfied with our current ones. Reduces my naval budget, so I don't want to do that. But I specifically end up mentioning the. We do not comment on rumours. That's top secret. Top secret torpedo stuff. And a couple of passive buffs. Okay, very nice. Right, it is November. Let's get the last KG5 under construction. And this is going to be HMS Duke of York. Build out of Forsyth, that's fine. There's a lot of small ships in Portsmouth. I didn't notice that before. I don't need them all there. So move a light cruiser and a destroyer up to Hull. Yarmouth has stuff. Dover has stuff. New Haven doesn't, so we'll do that next turn. Just move them one at a time. Forgot to set the budget. So stupid with that. Mind you, we do have loads of money. Ship construction time minus 9.8%. That is nice. We'll send some stuff to New Haven. Let's send Sussex and well, one of each. There you go. just to reduce the pressure on Portsmouth a little bit. Scarpa can fit a lot of stuff as well. That's where Nelson and Rodney are. What happens if I just... Ooh, that's a bit much. There we go. Alright. 1938. Right. Time to add the last of the Vanguards to the construction queue, and that will be HMS Vengeance. Yeah, I'll wait until... Well, Vanguard's actually only 9 months away, but I'll wait until this building program is winding up before we start adding... Probably wait till the first till KG5 comes along, and then we will look at those battle cruisers. I think it's expensive. And we'll just see what techs we have. I still really would like those Mark IV 16-inch guns. We could do a lot with those. So I'm thinking, actually, I'm going to put research priority back onto just guns in general. We're going to drop down 2 priorities. I don't need to unlock any new hulls, I don't think. I think I have all the hulls I need. But, yeah, I don't have the guns, so we'll just focus those for a little bit. Right. Do all... Yeah, they do. We don't need 6 heavy cruisers, though. I'm just going to send... Devonshire, Kent, London, Shropshire... Actually, no, we'll keep the Gloucester. But we'll send all the heavy crews up to Scarpa Float. Nixon. I mean... I was about to say this war seems to be doing nothing seems to be happening, but things are happening, and I think the Austro-Hungarians are like sinking French ships. It's hard to tell. I wish these logs here, you know, it says 5DD versus 1CL. If you moused over, perhaps, I wish it would tell you what the outcome was. Or maybe just say, you know, French victory or Austro-Hungarian victory or something, and then you can mouse over to see what ships were sunk. That would be really cool. Because you don't need all the information, you know, cluttering up down here, but it would be nice to see it. Building new ships. Building new ships. Building new ships. Have you crashed, game? Or are you just trying to fake me out again? No, I think the game's okay. It's just building a lot of ships. But I might end the episode here. might end the episode here because I don't have enough waffle. Yeah, just thinking about this battle cruisers. Yeah, I think definitely we're going to go for 3. I'm going to maybe call them the new admirals or something. So Hood is going to be pretty much reconstructed. And yeah, if we're going to all that effort, why not add 2 ships using those plans that complement the Courageous class? Because the Courageous class with the 12-inch guns, like, they can and have taken on bigger ships, but maybe, just maybe, they would be better off having some support from full-sized guns. And given that my version of Hood has 16s, I think that would make sense. Yes, I think that's what I'll do. But we need the text, and for that we need time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.